jumped in. I went, oh, we're already on camera. Oh, Renata. Good evening, everyone. How are you? My name is Anne Rekovich, and she is
Renata Daniel.
Apparently, she's skilled enough to become a psychic medium.
And crazy enough to love it.
Yeah. and I've got, I don't know if you can see mine properly. Mine is misfortune telling. I figured that was very appropriate for moi.
Have we got some surprises coming up for you guys?
Renata's pregnant.
that would be an immaculate
Hello,
conception.
Mary.
That ain't happening.
Oh dear. All right. What's happening, Renata?
Well. We've just spent the whole day planning and scrutinising.
I have a headache.
Tours and events that we will be talking about tonight. Absolutely. But thank you everyone for coming on.
All those people coming on saying hello. Thank you.
See, now Warrior Housewife, I'd so love that. Hello Andrew, hello Jody, Erin, hello gorgeous Daniela, gorgeous our bath beautiful lady. Please put up your link, Daniela, as well. Miss Machiavelli, hello. Maya J, Jody.
Oh, I like that. Hello, funnies.
Margie O'Brien, Charm Smith, love that. That's awesome.
I'm just skipping through some of the hellos at the moment. We'll get to questions shortly.
Hello, Deborah Ann. Justin Perryman, hello, gorgeous. Donna Wilson, hello.
Hello, Paddle Kick.
Paddle Kick.
Hey, Karen.
Hello, Karen.
And there's Christy. Hi, Anne. How are you? Great name.
Anne McNutt.
Hello. Hello, Mick. It's working. We can see your name.
Hello, Bronwyn. How are you?
Yeah, tell me about it. It's crazy, isn't it? All right. Apparently, Karen would like a surprise. Surprise! Oh.
Hey, Lizzie. You're
Glad
here
you
on
got
time.
the all clear. That's awesome. Hi, Lizzie.
Ghost.
The ghost.
Margie O'Brien, have you been making out with Ghost again?
That's all right. We're allowed to pick on people. I've got a headache. Hi, Fairy Dragon, and thank you for that comment that you put on there, the explanation of the big foot bin. Hi, John. You know what I mean. All right. So,
Candy Bear.
We promised that we would announce the Norfolk Island experience that we are going to be running in March. Now, this will include airfares. So we fly out Qantas from Sydney on Friday morning of was it the 18th?
Yes.
Fly to Norfolk Airport. You will need to be double vaccinated. That is the rules of flying. So that's just the way it's got to be. It's not our choice. That is the way it is. Then we will be picked up at Norfolk Island and transported to our accommodation, which was Pine
Valley or something.
Pine Valley little apartments, self-contained apartments. And there you will get a hire car, which per room, which is yours to use for the time we are there. All you need to do is fill it up with fuel at the end and return it.
And believe me, you won't use a tank.
The speed limit on Norfolk Island is 50k, and you've got to dodge the cows and the chooks. It's hilarious. And then that night we all go and have dinner together. Now, last time we were there, we were taken to a haunted location and given the most beautiful meal cooked by the gorgeous Liz and her team. And then the next day you get breakfast, and then we've got tours. We have cemetery tours. Then you get lunch, and then we get...
You have a history tour as well during
history
the day.
Tours. We've got an island tour. Then that night we'll be investigating another haunted location, and you get dinner that night. Then we have the Sunday breakfast is included, lunch is included, dinner's included, plus another investigation Sunday night, plus more tours during the day, and
time for duty-free shopping.
Oh, it's really good too, especially like Nike shoes and all that sort of stuff. So we been trying to work out the prices for the airfares are just horrendous. They cost way more than anything else. Where was the final price, Renata? I can't find it. I think it was that one. So for the weekend, which is 4 days and 3 nights, it's $1,495 per person.
No, $1,549.
$1,549 per person, and that includes everything that we've mentioned there. You will need to get your own travel insurance, but once you get there, you don't really need to put your hand in your pocket unless you choose to. There is an option to stay for the week for those who want to stay for the week, but the way that this will happen is that you will need to pay a deposit. Now, the deposit will basically cover the airfare. Once we've paid for the airfare, that deposit is non-refundable. So that's why it's important you guys get your travel insurance to make sure that you are covered if something happens. Because if you cancel and then you want airfares back, it would come out of our pocket. We can't afford it. We're just sort of trying to cover our costs and get there. So you make sure you got your own insurance. But it is the most freaking amazing time ever. This island is so haunted. The history and the horrors that have gone down there with the convict times is just...
Plus, you're getting away with a group of people who are
Crazy.
all there to enjoy themselves and to experience ghost hunting in such a unique environment. So if you are really into that, and what we're going to do is we're probably going to do a live at some stage onto Anne and Renata, just to let people know. And we will probably post that we are going to go live rather than go live randomly. We'll say we're going live to explain the Norfolk Island trip.
Yep, for those who want to ask questions and things. But I just wanted to give you guys the prices so you know how it's all going to work. We're not taking bookings just yet. I want to get onto Qantas and confirm the prices of those airfares because they're close to $1,000 return at the moment.
They are.
So it gives you an idea that it's not costing that much to be on the island for 4 days with car hire and all food. It's the airfares that are soaking up everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on with the show. So for those who are newbies here, what you do is you ask a question, and then the 3 cards, Crispy, we're getting there. You ask a question. Please, no health questions like, is this cancer treatment going to cure me? And also no questions like, should I leave my husband, or is my wife cheating on me? Let me grab the stand. Phil, Renata, Phil. Lucky Phil. Explain about the scammers.
Yes, look, we're kind of got things under control, but if you stay for the end of the show, and if we're lucky enough not to get any scammers during the show,
but I like scammers
then the show. What often happens is that someone will come on and start asking you for a personal friend request under our names, which we do not do. So we will not come on after the show and ask you to be a friend of Anne and Renata Frightfully Good. We will not. So we are saying this out straight away. We do not ask you or ask you for a friend request after the show. And that's really important to tell you, because these scammers are doing this particular angle at the moment, where they're getting on, asking for a friend request, and then they'll say, look, I'm going to give you a private reading. You think it's actually from us. It's not. And they're going to ask you for your credit card details. Do not give them your credit card details. No one from Anne and Renata Frightfully Good is going to ask you for credit card details. Yeah, it's not. We're not. If I do a reading for someone online, in most cases what I do is I actually send you a PayPal invoice. So I'm never going to ask you for your credit card details. Never, ever, ever, ever. So don't do it. But we also ask you to share, if it's possible, to someone who may be interested in trying to get a free reading. We, of course, will not get through everyone tonight, and that's why we have our little stand at the back where we're going to deposit our cards. So if you don't get a personal reading from us tonight, you can stay with us until the end, and we will do a general reading for people using the cards that we've just put here. And this little message says, do not reply to scammers. You can hardly see it, but it says, do not reply to scammers. This is your trigger warning here. Don't don't. If anyone
Don't do it.
comes on saying that it is us, and unfortunately Facebook can't do anything about it, or won't do anything about it.
Or the bots on Facebook
so-
won't do anything about it.
You know, it becomes kind of your fault if you fall into that trap. So it's a warning. It's a warning to you all.
All right, I'm getting a brand new pack out because I can't find any packs. I don't know where they are. I thought you were about to reach over and grab the pack, and I'm like, no. All right, let's get you started, Renata, so that I can. Annette Ferguson, there we go. Just a random.
Hello, Annette Ferguson. So just a general reading for you.
Now, I've also put it up on the Anne and Renata community group page, our goal, our target. We want to go and stay in a haunted hotel and do some more live feeds for you guys. We gave you lot the choice of where we're going to stay, and at the moment, the Bellbird Hotel with poltergeists and children are the winners. Thanks so much for that. So I think we were up to about $80, and I think we need about another 40 or 50 to go, because we want to get 2 rooms, 2 of the most haunted rooms there, so that we can set up some experiments with Renata in one room and me in the other room. So yeah, anyway, so if you'd like to chuck us some stars or stickers, we would appreciate that so much. But let's get on with it.
And Candy Bear, thank you. Mwah. So Annette, you have this beautiful card, the Ace of Wands. So this is your sign from the universe to say the way ahead is clearing for you, but what you have to do is concentrate on your mindset, on the things that are holding you back, and clear that pathway, because actually you're not seeing the availability of things that are around you because your focus is elsewhere. You need to focus more on opportunities that are coming your way rather than focusing on what has or is stopping you at this point in time. All right. So the Ace of Wands is saying, I'm giving you the all clear. Can you clear up here now, please, so that we can just get on with it and get going? Even if it is the end of the year, even if it is the end of the year, there is still time to make plans and make decisions for the weeks and the months to come.
Okay. Hello, Irene. Hi, Susie. Oh, there's Zena. Hi, Mel. Oh, there you are.
Thank you, Bronwyn. So Bronwyn is referring to the Rich Witch Club, which is something that I run on my other Facebook page, which is Witch and Fabulous. So if you go over to Witch and Fabulous, you will find some information about the Rich Witch Club. Thank you, my darling Bronwyn. But the Rich Witch Club is all about...
Holy moly. Woo! Sorry.
The Rich Witch Club is all about the law of attraction, manifesting, and mindset. And every single day, I post information there to keep you on track and to keep you focused and in the right mind space to push forward. So I challenge you with things.
Hi, Jeanette.
I put up information. I will do lives. I've got a little podcast thing happening there where I even do more information. I pick one book a month, and I concentrate on what the author has written with regard to law of attraction, manifesting, and mindset work.
Great, thank you so much.
I work through that with you. And then at the end of the month, one of you that are in the club will actually win that book.
Thank you, Renee.
So anyone that is in the club will go into a draw and you will win that copy that I am reading from, and I will send it out to you. So you have a new book every month. And at the moment, we are looking at Get Rich Lucky Bitch by Denise Duffield Thomas. And it's all about money mindset and working with your money blocks.
Freaking awesome.
So she's one of the most awesome authors because she really is down to earth.
I've actually signed up, or I've done her boot camp.
Yeah, not too much fluff, but really, really awesome techniques to get you on track. So thank you, Bronwyn.
All right, so where are we up to? We're a little bit behind on the comments, guys. So if I haven't done your comment, please just ask again. Leanne Price would like a card, please.
Yeah. And look, if you want to join the Rich Witch Club, just hashtag Rich Witch Club in your messages here, and I will send you a link. It's $5 a month, for goodness sake. Now, you can't tell can't tell me I'm ripping you off for $5 a freaking month. And you get all the information for free that's on that. So join the Rich Witch Club if you want to work on your mindset and your manifestation. And all you need to do is put Rich Witch Club. Actually, from last week, I got 4 people.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so that was awesome. So, Leanne, we're going to you. And you have the Queen of Wands. I love this card and I love this lady because she is in her full element. She's in her power. And she will sit there and direct and tell people what she really thinks without necessarily feeling that she's going to hurt anyone. And sometimes you have to sit in that power and go, no, these are my rules. This is my game, and this is the way you're going to do it. I always feel she's a little bit witchy too because she's got that black cat sitting there and she's holding that wand. That big
I
stick.
call it a big stick.
A big stick. So she's ready to slap anyone across the head that kind of annoys her. But sometimes, Leanne, you need to stand up for yourself and go, no, no more. I'm not going to be hassled. I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm standing in my power. So for me, when she appears, that's the message.
Okay. Do you need a passport for
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, just ID, Marie.
Photographic ID is what is required. The cemetery, Andrew, is just amazing, and the gorgeous Colleen McCulloch is there with the most simplest of headstones. But it's the mutiny and the bounty people that are buried there that's just like,
yeah.
And you see the names, and we've got Liz McCoy, of course, one of the McCoys.
Yes.
So
we'll go to Jody.
Jody
Sabota.
Sabota
is what he is saying sincerely heart driven. No.
Driven by penis, I would say.
And look, when the devil comes up, it's complicated, right? So it's easy for me to say no, but no is the warning for you, Jody, because you have to dig deeper and you have to work out what the issues are that has driven this particular person, the he that you're talking about, into this mental state and emotional state. And that will be something that's awfully complicated. So for me to say no actually means, can you just not look at it from a point of dream-like state that it's all perfection and wonderful, and that everything will be sorted out if I just throw love at it, because it's usually a lot more complicated than that, and you have to look at the state of the other person. Yeah.
And Jody, thank you so much. Thank you to those people who are sending us stars. We really appreciate that. We'll get us, as soon as we get enough money to go to that place, we are going. If it's this week, then we'll go next week. Just got to find a night that they've got those 2 rooms available, which shouldn't be a problem. It's apparently it's well known for poltergeist activity, for things being thrown, and also children giggling in the middle of the night and footsteps up and down the hallway.
Now, portable tree, can you manifest the big bucks? Well, can you? See, the thing with the law of attraction and manifestation is that people forget that you have to actually take action. That is the step that they forget to tell you. You can't do it just sitting there and going, I'm going to manifest and I'm going to think that I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to think it into existence.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thinking it into existence produces the thought form and the basic energy. The tools that are required are these things here. So,
and this thing here.
The most important thing, though, is once you start this process, your whole focus gets redirected and changed, and the likelihood for you to do all of those things is 100% better and more than prior to really focusing and doing the work. So you can manifest the big bucks, but it's still going to be work. It's still going to be stuff that you have to really concentrate on.
So what I try to do, guys, if I see that you've had a reading in the last week or so, I sort of try to skip those names to give new people a go at a reading. Bianca, you attended Maitland Ghost Tour.
Awesome.
We attended Maitland Ghost Tour, and I wonder if there's an insight.
I'm hoping you're kind of just asking whether there is an insight from the cards for you rather than an insight from the Maitland Jail Ghost Tour. So there's probably a little bit of misunderstanding in how it is written. But I'm going to give you the insight that I'm feeling is coming. So this is for Bianca Hull, and this is the Hangman card. And so this is like you are
mine where his doodle's out, but that's okay.
Offering yourself at risk of self-harm. In other words, you're staying in a place that is uncomfortable for way too long, for not enough,
Thank you, Justin.
not enough good stuff. Yep. So this can lead to self-sabotage, and it can lead to getting to a point where you really become bound in that place where you stay and wait and wait and wait for a sign. And normally the Hangman does stay and wait for a sign. But I'm going to say to you, look at things from a different perspective, and that might give you an extra boost of information that is required to get you out of this particular situation.
And remember, Renee had to go to court, and she said, "You would both be proud of me. I held my tongue in court last week, as we advised, despite my ex laughing when my lawyer was speaking. No resolution yet, but visit start in 2 weeks." That's a good start. You just have to, even though mud's been flung, you have to hold your head up high and prove them all wrong, my love.
And Renee, how's your daughter going? Because she wasn't well. She had COVID.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Daniela, thank you.
It's Heather's birthday today.
Oh, Heather, happy birthday. An auspicious day, 11/11. Oh, I can't believe we're up to that already.
Purdlewitz. Where are you all from, everyone? Let us know where you're watching from, and don't say your lounge room.
What country or town or wherever it is you're watching from? We're from Newcastle, New South Wales, Australia. Oh, reminds me, I've got to finish off our American presentation for tomorrow. It's almost done.
I had mine done for last week.
I know, but then I found out we weren't on. I sort of abandoned ship.
So Heather, this is for you, and it is a very auspicious card for your birthday. This is a magician's card. So this is about balancing everything around you at the moment and believing that internally and externally things can manifest and come true. The magician is someone who has all the tools that he requires or she requires in front of them. They already have all the tools. They already have all the knowledge. All they have to do is gain the sense of self to be able to use them.
Cool.
Yep, to use them. So this is your birthday message. Become the magician and create magic in your life, because you can.
I love it. Desley said, "My bed in Belmont." Now, Sarah Claire is very adamant that you answer this, and she's putting beautiful flowers all over it. She wants to know about quarantine in Queensland.
Oh, that's just turned to shit, Marie, hasn't it?
You've got no idea.
It's not letting anyone out of there.
It's holding up our career like you wouldn't believe. I tell ya.
Marie, I don't think they're going to do anything about it until just prior to Christmas, because I think they're being assholes and they're making it really difficult. And Queensland is going to go to poop if it doesn't open up for the school holidays and allow people in for the school holidays so that tourism can start to make some money. But I think they will hold off until sometime in December.
And
hi, Jeanette. How are you?
Oh, good, Jeanette. Hi, Naughty Auntie. Speaking of new decks, do either of you have any habits or rituals before you use them other than shuffling them?
No.
I just like to separate them all out to make sure that they're not stuck together. So I sort of will pull them apart like that, but it's not a ritual to make them mine or anything like that. For me, these are just a guide for intuition. That's all it is. It's not anything necessarily spiritual about it, unless it will make you buy some, then it's very spiritual.
Lily, the power is in you, not the cards. The cards are the tool. So the more you use the cards, the more familiar you get with them. The more you touch them, the more you become familiar with them.
Oh, Danielle,
the more you look at them and try and understand the illustrations and what the illustrations mean, the more you become in tune with them. And so you can do all of the rituals that you like to begin with, and please do whatever makes you comfortable and makes you feel secure and safe in using the cards and extending your psychic abilities outside of yourself. So please do whatever you wish. But in the end, it is in the doing where the magic happens, not the rituals that take place beforehand.
Renee said that her daughter is doing much better now, that she's almost back to normal, no more fever or vomiting, has a bit more energy. She has to have another test to see if she's clear of COVID now. Bless. Oh, where did you see that? I just clicked on a link from Esmeralda and received her reading. No wonder I'm having problems. Jokes aside, could I please have both a serious card on how to move forward and a funny one for a laugh? Why not?
Who is Esmeralda?
Now you got us worried because we think that there is somebody.
Who is Esmeralda?
I think it's a little joke there.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm hoping it's a joke. Otherwise, I'm going to have to spit on Esmeralda.
No wonder. Look at you. Look. This is what you are. You're stuck, absolutely stuck. The Two of Swords is the card of ambivalence. We are so stuck in our head. We have created so many scenarios, Veronica, that we are drowning in scenarios of things that might never happen, because you must be, in a way, a planner. You must be someone who looks at things in advance to make sure that you've covered all areas just in case they happen. You're prepared. That is awesome if it gets you into a good spot where you are truly prepared. It is really bad if it gets you into a spot where you become tired and can't do anything. So this is why you aren't moving forward. You're overcompensating for things that probably will never happen, and you're not trusting yourself enough. You don't have enough self-trust to be able to say, no, I'm wise enough to make a decision and I will make the right one. And look, allow yourself the opportunity to make mistakes, and allow yourself the opportunity to also be able to change if a few months down the track you feel you're not in the right spot. It's not the be all and end all. Things change all the time. Circumstances change all the time. That's why tarot and any psychic reading should never be where the line is drawn and nothing is ever going to change. You are in charge of your future, right? You. So take that directive and run with it, Veronica, and it will all turn out well.
All right, my turn. Stop apologising. You did nothing wrong. You're one of these people that can say, I'm sorry. Or you think, oh, what did I do wrong? It's my fault.
What if I mess it up?
Oh.
What if someone gets angry at me? What if I upset someone?
First I sit here and did nothing. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, don't,
Stop
Veronica.
apologising. You've done nothing wrong.
People want to find fault in you. They will. Even if you're a freaking saint, they will find fault in you. And in most cases, they'll find fault in you just to tear you down a notch or two. So really, don't worry about what other people are saying. It's probably not for your best good anyway. Thank you for the stars, Renee. You are always so generous. Thank you so much.
And Mix wants to let you know there's still no greys. He's checking quite regularly these days. I think you might be over-checking to get your hands out of it. Yes, I think Marie Sarah Claire needs to check the government website for those informations. Oh, your nickname, sorry. Everyone needs to buy these oracle cards.
They do. They cut through everything. They're just so simple when it comes to the answers. No fluff whatsoever. Did Anne say that we created these? These were channeled by our spirit guides.
Yep.
And our spirit guides kick ass.
Yep, they said fuck off.
And usually the ass they kick is our ass. So these have been channeled by our spirit guides, and they don't muck about.
And yes, Gabe, we are definitely doing readings. Just got to ask a question, and we keep scrolling, and we'll eventually get to you. Yes, and all the links, if you want to support what we do with the ghost hunting and the lives and the readings and all the shows we do that are all teaching, the ABC of Paranormal Strangeness, the Frightfully Good Stories that we do. If you'd like to support our work, we have Patreon, and we welcome all those new Patreon members that joined us in the last week. You can buy merch, and all of that sort of stuff helps us keep moving forward. Anyway, hi Gabe, welcome to the show. And first time, yep, get yourself a reading. I'll keep my eye out for you. Tracy Edmonds would say, reading plus. Reading plus.
Tracy Edmonds, a reading plus.
I should go put my Frightfully Good t-shirt on. I'll be back.
Can you do it? Yeah, do it over there.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, Tracy Edmonds. This card has actually come up a lot today in readings that I have done, and it's associated with the past and your connection with people in your past and being able to say sorry. Pardon me, I've been drinking Coke. Being able to say sorry, not necessarily to that particular person where things have happened or there has been conflict. Sometimes you can't resolve that conflict, and sometimes sorry just doesn't cut it because the event has been a long time ago, or you've been hanging on to stuff for lots and lots of years, and it has disrupted the way that you work in your life. Sometimes the sorry is required to be said to yourself.
Virginia, thank you.
I'm sorry that I've held on for this for so long. I'm sorry that this has ruled my life. And I'm sorry that I have put everything aside because this has been something that has been in my life. Say sorry to yourself and promise yourself that you're just going to let go of that and not let it rule your life any longer. Right? But this is an association with the past that's getting to you at the moment.
And Debbie, hi Debbie. Is my new business with my business partner going to do well or not?
Okay. And thanks for passing that message on to us, Debbie. We've started the communication there with that. So we've got the 9 of Wands here, and this is going to be a step-by-step process where you have to make sure that there are good boundaries between you and the business partner. So my suggestion is a business plan and a contractual agreement between the two of you.
Get it in writing, please.
No matter how small your business is or how large it is, there should be a contractual agreement where you sign off on where your boundaries lie. And that is important. So that's the first step. Once that's done.
Speaking from experience, we've all been through it.
Yeah.
You might be best buddies now. Get it in writing.
Yeah, get it in writing. Get something solid so that, there's
protects you and protects them.
Yeah, and there's no kind of niggling things then that there's something that has been said in the background. It's all in the forefront. So these are first steps forward, and I hope it does really work really, really well. But start it the way you intend to finish it, which is professionally.
Yeah. Veronica said, P.S. Esmeralda is a psychic that used to be in the newspapers that you would send a reading and then now online. I haven't seen her prompts for years, but just clicked on before seeing your feed.
Brett Chapman, I'll send you a message with regard to the Rich Witch Club. Thank you very much.
Brett's name down, so
yes, thank you.
Remember to speak to her. And we had some extra Maitland Jail tours put on because it was all sold out. So there's a couple on between Christmas and New Year for those who may have missed out that really wanted to go. Done Bianca.
Yeah, I know. Clearly a scammer for $5 a month.
Geez, we really are behind, aren't we? I'm just going to try and scroll down a little bit to catch up. Okay, so Gabe said, I just want to know X intentions, feelings towards me. Oh, Gabe, let's see what we can do for you. Is it Gabe or Gabby? We're just going to assume
Gabe/Gabby.
Gaby.
Okay, all right. This one's a difficult one because it's a beautiful card. It is really a beautiful card, and my tendency is to look for where the Achilles heel is, where the problem is, because it's really easy in relationships to pick out all the good stuff, but to really look at what could be holding you up and what could not be right can be really hard. And this card here, which is the Queen of Pentacles, has got to do with finances and money. And so I guess the X might be after whatever it is that you took from that relationship, and whether the emotions are clearly emotional things and feelings, or whether they are more intertwined with what that person can get back or get out of you, or how comfortable they can feel by being in the same environment, because you've obviously done really well and trained them to have a really awesome life with you, and now they want that back. So I would just be careful at what the intentions are, because the intentions are going to be clearly different from the feelings that are being presented. So you've got to dig a bit deeper to get to the truth of all of this.
Okay, so I might have a bit of insight for you on this one as well from the naughty cards. Remember, she's the talented one who actually has a diploma in counselling and all that sort of stuff. I just make it up as I go along. Now, the naughty cards are saying, stop telling yourself the same old story. If things aren't working out the way you want them to, then do something about it. This says to me is that you are stuck in a loop, and if you want things to improve and things to change, you have to use your voice. You can't sit quietly. You have to say, no, this is not the way I want this. I want it. I want this. What do you want? Let's talk about it. Use your voice. Find out why things have gone wrong and talk to each other. Anyway.
But usually, like I say to people, your ex is your ex for a reason. So you can't forget. Don't just wipe it and go, oh, pretend it's not happening. There is a reason why an ex is an ex. And you have to just remember.
I feel like I've got deja vu with Marie, Sarah, Claire and Christy Wood's responses. So Mick wants to know, can a bloke join the Rich Witch Club?
Yes, absolutely.
She'll take money from anybody.
I'll take your $5, Mick.
Can't even get a cup of coffee for $5 these days. Jeez. Jody, we gave you a card, so I think
at the very beginning, Jody.
I forgot to write it. No, I did. I wrote it down.
Yeah, so go back, right to, I don't know, the first 10 minutes or so. You should be able to find out what was written there.
Hi, Naomi G. Welcome. How are you doing? All right, let's see if we can pull a card for you.
Naomi G.
Oh, Tracy said last time she went to Maitland Jail, it was to visit an inmate. What was that like? I'd be really keen to know what that was like and what process you had to go through.
Heather, we have given you a reading as well for your birthday. So you are going to have to go back when we're done. So when we're done,
Mary Tracy from Ireland's on too.
It will come up onto the Facebook page that you are currently on, and you'll be able to watch from the very beginning.
We're so far behind in the feed. We're really far behind. So we've got, hello ladies, do I have new or old love coming my way?
I'd say it's new love.
Oh.
I say, Naomi, that it is something that is going to happen because of the changes that have occurred around you and the change that has happened in you. So my thought is you come first, and any new love coming your way will just have to fit in rather than you fit around them.
And thank you to those people who have sent stars and the super stickers. They are all going towards us being able to go and hire a haunted location for the night. And Renata and I will go in, we'll set up our live streams like we did when we went to Monte Pio. And we're live for about 2 hours or something, I think we were, and doing spirit box experiments and all sorts of things, but we can only do them from our room, so we want to get 2 rooms. They're cheap, but I want to get 2 of the most haunted rooms, so I think it's about 160 all up. We've already got about $80, so we're fundraising the rest so we can get there. All right, Charm Smith.
Will I find a friend, and will my hubby get some work, please? My goodness,
Aw.
have you changed from where you've lived, Charm? Because it sounds like you're very, very lonely, and you've kind of made so many changes around you that you don't have that sense of familiarity where you can sort of rest on people. It's really sad that you're asking whether you'll find a friend.
Oh, Lily, thank you.
But also, Charm, remember, you won't find a friend by sitting in your home and not getting out there and not being social. And again, it depends on where you are
Even
as to
like being
whether you
social
can
on
be
here,
social.
because we've got people who have formed friendships that have never laid eyes on each other. Not that that's creepy at all. But
No, Charm, and I wonder whether you would like to have a job as well, or something that gets you out of the house and gets you around other people. The
Oh,
Ten
no,
of
thank
Wands is again a card of
Renata.
overthinking and looking at the negatives that are there. You might just require a little bit more time for all of this to settle, but you're going to have to work at it, honestly. And your hubby's going to have to work at trying to get a job. And it's, if you watch the news tonight, I think this is the worst with regard to jobs at the moment.
Yeah, it's got
that it's
worse.
been since
jumped
the
1.5%.
1970s.
Yeah.
So there are so many people out there that aren't employed that it's just awful.
Because
And
so many business closed.
I'm really sorry for your hubby at the moment. I'm sorry that you're in this situation.
Put your hand up for help too. Don't sit back and suffer. Go and hit the government up for everything you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you know that there's also a new site that is being offered through mental health, that if you have a small business and you're not coping, you can actually call the Black Dog Institute and they will get someone to talk to you about that specifically. So if you're really doing badly with regard to your work situation and your small business has gone down the tubes without lube, then
Rusty barbed wire.
talk to someone about it, because we know what that is like. We know what that is like. I've been without pay for 11 weeks. It's not pretty at our place, where my husband rang me this afternoon and said, have you got any money on a card? Because I'm at the supermarket and I can't pay for anything. I've gone, shit.
We laugh, but it's horrible.
It's horrible. And I've gone through my wallet and gone, there might be something on this one.
Try that one. Next, try that one.
That was awful. And he was so embarrassed. He's never
Yeah.
had to do that before. He was really embarrassed. So there you
unlike
go.
me, did you hear what I did yesterday? Oh my God, dementia's setting in. I went to Coles and they've got these new conveyor belt checkout I've put all my stuff on the conveyor belt. I got down there, put my trolley in. Thunder and lightning's crashing outside, and I've remembered I'm supposed to get something signed by JP, and my head's all over the place. I'm scanning, packing it in the bag. I swiped my flybys, did everything, packed it all up, and headed out to the car. Got home, put all the groceries away, started preparing dinner, and went, fuck, I actually didn't pay. I swiped my Flybuys card, but I didn't pay. I've just walked out with a thing full of groceries. I was beside myself. I thought, I shop there all the time. They're going to think I'm a shoplifter. So I rang them and I said, I'm really sorry, but I left without paying and I feel like an absolute idiot. And she said, oh, she wasn't quite sure what to do with that, because I don't think they often get people who are honest and say, I just shoplifted. So I went back in today and I went and got everything that I had bought, and I went through the checkout and I paid for all of it, and then I went back and put it all back on the shelves. So I paid for it. Oh, they thought it was hilarious. They took my name down and I said this, and then they said, right, we've made a note that you paid for it. Thank you so much. dementia.
Right.
Lucky it wasn't a huge, huge shop, huh? Oh, awkward. All right. Oh, I'm totally discombobulated where I'm up to now. We've got Leanne Petite Sadie. What a lovely name. Isn't that gorgeous? 1111. Well, it is the 11th of the
Awesome.
11th
Yes,
today.
it is.
So,
It is.
um,
Lest we forget. And honor and
we
all,
thank you for their sacrifice.
all of our thank you for the sacrifice for men and all the animals that died as well.
Men and women. All right, I'm just scrolling back.
So, Leanne, this is for you. Oh, it's a hangman again. Look at that. So this is a second hangman that has come up. So 1111 for you is a real sign to move forward and to move on. So this card is asking you, if you're standing still right now and waiting for a sign, this is your sign, and you need to actually move forward and look at things. Like I said to the other person who got this card, from a completely different perspective. Change your mindset and get cracking, girl, because this, being in this position, isn't going to solve any problems.
I'm sorry, we are so far behind in the comments. Wow. Hi, Ruthie. How are you? I'm trying to get down to a question. Jody. All right. Did we? I thought we did that
We
one.
did Veronica's.
No.
Oh, it's just a different Veronica.
No, this one.
Oh.
Amanda.
Am I in the right path physically, mentally, and at work? Oh my goodness!
We want a lot out of one card.
You want everything, Amanda.
She wants her life path leveled out there. Just all the choices laid on it. Just give it to her and make sure it's a good one.
I think
we want 7 figures at least.
I think she wants a naughty card as well, because I don't think I'll be able to fulfill all
Deborah
of that.
Ann.
I won't be able to fulfill all of that. Oh, and we've got the 3 of Swords. So
isn't that the physical, mental, and work? There you are. Yeah. That's all there.
If that looks shitty, it is, right?
Well, thank you, Lizzie.
Oh, thank you, Lizzie. This is a card of unfulfillment. It's not fulfilling you. There is a chunk of something that's missing, Amanda. There's this chunk of being seen and being honored for who you are, and you might be chasing that all over the place and still feeling that it's not enough. And so this work is difficult because you often don't get what you need from other sources. You have to look for it within yourself. And work is a really hard place when you're not being supported. So look at whether work is actually fulfilling and supporting you, and whether there is an opportunity for you to do better there, or if it is not the right place for you, then to look beyond that and look elsewhere. This is a hard card to have in a card draw, because it does bring up a lot of triggers and a lot of self-esteem issues. And I'd probably spend the next hour talking to you about it if I had the opportunity. So it's not going to be something that I can easily just brush off and go, no, everything will be okay. There's a bit of soul searching that needs to be done.
And thank you very, very much, Virginia Esther Ginger, for your super sticker from YouTube. That is hugely appreciated. And I had another super. Oh, geez, we did get behind. And thank you so much, Lizzie, for your super sticker as well. We really appreciate it. That all goes towards us getting to that haunted location so you guys can investigate with us live. We're going to. Oh, I had a card for you too. If you do it the way you have always done it, you're always going to get the same results. So you need to change things up. Don't stick to the same old, same old. If it's not working, do something different. Try something. You never know what's going to be that magic thing that works. Mary Tracy from Ireland would like a card, please.
Mary Tracy from Ireland.
You'll have to check out our video
awesome
that
name.
I put up from Wicklow, the Glendalough, the monastery settlement when we visited 2 years ago. That was our last overseas trip.
So, Mary Tracy, look at that. Look at that. The 10 of Cups, all joy and happiness and rainbows and unicorns and fabulous, wonderful things. So I'm wondering whether there's a member of your family that's going to give you some good news over the next few days, which you are hoping and waiting for, because this is an awesome card of joyousness. So I think, Mary, there's good news coming within the family to you very soon.
And oh yes, don't forget to choose your cards from up the back. We have 1, 2, or 3. Everyone's getting excited.
Yeah, look, anyone that's
not too far away.
Anyone that's hashtagging the Rich Witch Club, I will get to you after this feed, and I will send you a private message about the link.
Thank you, Jenny.
Like I said, it is just $5 a month, and this is your place for mindset, manifestation, and law of attraction work. And I'm going to tell you the truth about it, which is you're going to have to freaking work for it. Okay, you're going to have to work.
There is no magic cure.
There is no magic wand that makes it happen. You make it happen, but it happens magically once you get into that spot where you actually accept that anything and everything is possible. Everything and anything is truly possible if you put yourself into that spot that says it could happen. It could actually happen, instead of, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah,
all right.
So we work on that.
Linda would like a card, please. Oops.
Belinda.
I can't shuffle for peanuts.
And you have the Temperance card. So there's a lot of major arcana cards coming up tonight, which are cards of change, of personal change. And the Temperance card, Belinda, for you says, can you hang on just a little while longer and really just get into a place of calmness and a place of peace that nothing much can change right now. So I'm going to say to you, just don't resist at the moment. Don't push. Just be in this spot where you can calm yourself. Maybe a little bit of meditation can help and assist. But people are looking towards you for that calmness, and you have to be in this sense of calm right now to actually make things happen.
And I have one for you too. It's time to get a little crazy, because being sensible just isn't working anymore. You've got to find that little bit. I find that when I let my craziness out, my creativity starts to spark. So maybe that's what you're needing at the moment, a little bit more to go crazy and brainstorm things and try things that you think nobody would ever do that, but I might give it a crack. You just don't know.
That's true.
And we've got, we're almost at the time that we've got to do the cards up the back, but we've got a lovely Dr. Priya, who would like
she
a card
wants everything
on relationship, career, and future. You're going to get that 3 of Swords through the heart again. We'll get you some sort of advice that you can follow.
That's true. All right. So this is for Dr. Priya. One card, all right? One card that's going to give you everything. And it's actually a good card. So stop looking.
Look at all the coins.
Stop looking for the drama, Dr. Priya, and consider yourself extremely lucky and blessed, because this is the 10 of Pentacles, and it's actually financially a wonderful card. So you have to rest on your laurels and consider yourself as being awfully blessed and going in the right direction. So I have nothing negative to say for you.
And Mick, thank you for the reminder. People, what happens if you get a friend request from Anne apostrophe and Renata equals frightfully good? You don't accept, because it's not us.
No.
Don't accept. All right.
Pick your cards at the back.
Yep, I think we're there.
Yep.
Oh,
1, 2, or 3.
woo! Spiderweb's got hold of it.
So if you didn't get a personal message tonight,
I'll just take Mick's message down so you can see the card, see what you're drawn to.
please now choose 1, 2, or 3 with a question in
Oh,
your
there you
mind.
are. Dr. Priya said thanks. You're welcome. Oh, lift it up a little bit.
Hello, Daniela Stevenson.
Daniela, are we planning to come over to England between the 4th of April and the 3rd of May? I think it is. That's the plan at the moment.
Get those fold-out beds ready.
We'll spend a couple of weeks in England and then we'll come over to Ireland and spend some time with you.
Okay, all right. So choose 1, 2, or 3.
Commit to it. Write it down. Was that Dr. Priya from the ABC? Is that you?
Is there a Dr. Priya from the
I
ABC?
don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, we don't know famous people. We just live in Facebook land and YouTube. We're famous on Isaac Butterfield's show. It's about our claim to fame. We've been on TV. We've got a TV show, haven't we, Renata? And it almost won another award.
Yes.
It was they were pipped at the post for best directed by Bruce Beresford, no less. So they were made finalists, which is awesome. Up the space between on 7 Plus. It's not there for much longer, so get in there and watch us on telly.
All right. So if you chose card number 1 tonight, if you chose
You
card
touched
number 1,
my card.
sorry.
Oh, that's it. That's no good. The juju's gone.
So if you chose card number 1, good news. You have the card of victory, the 6 of Wands. So keep going. Keep your mindset strong. Keep the belief strong. That is the thing that's required right now. But you are absolutely on the right track. You are going hell for leather. It's all clear. The only downfall that can happen is right up here right now. So keep that strong.
We'll have Ostara in England.
Oh, Mary Tracy, we'll come and visit you too.
Oh, I'd love that. That'd be awesome. What part of Ireland are you in? If you pick number 1 from me, you better learn to swim because you're sinking fast. You need to learn the skills to be able to do what you want to do. You can't fake it. You need the skills. So learn them before you drown in a pile of poop. Love from the naughty spirits. All right.
Number 2. If you chose,
She touched my card again.
if you
The
chose,
fairies won't be happy.
if you chose card number 2, if you chose card number 2, you should have chosen card number 1. That's all I can say. If you chose card number 2, this this horrible looking card, this 8 of Swords, is talking about you being and living in the past and looking at the things that are binding you, that are creating chaos in your life. Now, that's because you're thinking of all of the things all at once and not being able to handle any of them. You need to just look at one thing and sort it out. And that creates space for you to then go to the next thing. But it's just all too much at the moment. Look, maybe you need just a little bit of time out too. Just a little bit of time out and kind of just to breathe a little bit and get yourself into a place where you can clear your mind and feel better about things. Just give yourself a bit of a breather.
And you also need to take your freaking blinkers off and have a good hard look at what is really happening. All right? Don't go, oh no, don't want to know. No, have a good look around. Look into the dark corners of your mind. Embrace what's there and deal with the shit. Stop putting it off. The sooner you deal with it, the better you're going to feel. Love for the naughty aunties.
This is like having your
See, I didn't touch your card.
This is like having your worst nightmare come up and
I tried the new coffee machine. Coffee's kicked in.
and telling someone in your face, wake up to yourself.
But that's what we're famous for, Renata. We're famous for this.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We don't do love and light and fluffy bunnies.
No, we don't. We kick ass because that's what you need. And if you chose card number 3, you have the 7 of Pentacles. So you are progressing really, really well.
It's a nice money tree.
It's a financial card. It absolutely is. It might be time to actually use some of that finance to
Send the naughty aunties to a haunted hotel.
that
for the
could be
night.
right. That could be right. But also to invest back in yourself. So it might be time just to spend a little money on you. Now that could be to give yourself a nice day away and go, you know what, I deserve it because I've been working really hard. Or it might be an investment in your future, as in skilling up and doing some sort of a workshop or a course or something that interests you and then can actually add to your skills, which will make you more money. But this is a financial card. It is about you and you working on your future. And it's good. It's really positive.
And I've got a good one to finish on as well. Happy times. If you've been waiting for a sign from the universe, then here it is. Yes, do it. The omens are good. I've cast the bones. They've landed in the nice positions. The petals are upwards and pointing to the skies with the stamens present.
Okay.
There's your sign. Oh, look, there we go.
Yes, Britt, absolutely. Treat yourself to a course. Do it. All knowledge just makes you
not
a
wasting money.
stronger and more intelligent person. You go do it. All right, we're done.
We're done. Oh, geez, we've gone over the hour again. Thank you. If you've enjoyed the show, please throw love hearts at us and smiley faces because the Facebook algorithm does enjoy that. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. If you hit the bell, you get notified every time we're on. We do lots of educational shows as well where you learn something and have a laugh on the way because that's what we like to do. Don't forget, we've got plenty of ghost tours if you're in Australia and want to do that. A little quick question before you finish. If we ran a tour overseas, would you like to go to Ireland, Scotland, England, or Romania?
What? Is there something you haven't told me yet?
Ireland, Scotland, England, or the UK, or you know what I mean, down the bottom part. Or Romania.
Oh, Daniela, you're already
look
there.
at them go! Scotland, Ireland, Scotland.
Scotland is
Am I paying?
freaking
No.
amazing.
This would be beginning of 2023.
Scotland is amazing.
Romania.
So amazing.
Romania was amazing. It was bizarre, but it was amazing. All of the above. All right, Mick, that sounds like a plan. Let's just do all of them. And Justin saying the same. Yep. All right, that is in a plan in the works at beginning of 2023. We are going to be doing an overseas trip somewhere over the pond, not Australia. We'll do doing Australia once as well.
Horrifying.
In the meantime, we'll put stuff up about Norfolk a little later and how you can pay deposits for those who would like to come. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for the stars and the stickers. We'll let you know we're going to be staying at the Haunted Hotel, and we'll see you all
on the dark side.
Bye.